What's up, YouTube? Timmy's here. Now, here is my opening slash streaming segment. We'll talk about the films coming out this week, whether it be theater, streaming, etc. Alright. Now, here are the films coming out this week. In theaters, we got Civil War, which is the new Alex Garland film, who, of course, Alex Garland gave us films such as, Man, Ex Machina, Annihilation. He's done some really, mostly Ex Machina was the last film I quite enjoyed. Was not a fan of Annihilation or Man. Hopefully this is better here, because the trails have looked really decent. So hopefully it could be a good one. Now, I mean, if you guys don't know much about the story, by the way, it takes place in dystopian future America. A team of military embedded journalists race against the time to reach Washington, D.C. before rebel faction descend upon the White House. So, yeah, this looks pretty scary there, because stuff like this definitely could happen in real life. So, perfect timing for the election coming, I guess. But hopefully, I'll end up enjoying it. All right. Also, coming out this week, there's a re-release of Shrek 2, which of course, Shrek 2 turns literally 20 years old this year, so that's insane to believe. I love Shrek 2, so I'll probably go ahead and watch that one. There's all right. Also, out we got the remake of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, which is of course a remake of the Christina Applegate film from 1991. And if you guys don't know much about the story here, Tanya finds her summer plans canceled when her mom jets off for the last minute retreat, and the elderly babysitter unexpectedly passes away. And of course, she ends up pretty much trying to be independent as well. I mean, I know there are lots of people who are already blasting this without even seeing it. I'm actually looking forward to check this out. I mean, for one, you got the girl in the recent Bel Air. She's in this, so that really piques my interest. You got June Squibb, Nicole Richie. So hopefully I'll end up enjoying it. But yeah, because they race swapped and stuff like that, and this is a remake with with people of color. Lots of people are really bashing it because of that. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully it's a good one, but we'll see. All right. Also, out this week, we got Sasquatch Sunset, which this is a very interesting little film here. It's in the misty forest of North America. A family of Sasquatches find themselves on a collision course with the ever-changing world around them. Now, this actually stars the likes of Jesse Eisenberg, Riley Keough, and they're pretty much all in heavy Sasquatch makeup. And this really looks like, let's say, a nature documentary, but with Sasquatches. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to check this one out. I don't feel like there's any dialogue or anything, but the trailers didn't really indicate that there's barely dialogue. So I don't know. This could be interesting to check out. I mean, looks intriguing. Jesse Eisenberg, Riley Keough as like Sasquatches. That's something I never knew I needed. So hopefully it could be a good one. All right, now coming to streaming, we got Woody Woodpecker goes to camp. After getting kicked out of the forest, Woody thinks he found a forever home at Camp Woohoo until an inspector threatens to shut down the camp. Now, of course, this is the follow-up to 2017's Woody Woodpecker, and yeah, I don't know. This could be good, but the first film really didn't do anything for me. This just feels like, let's say, Ernest, like the Ernest movies, but with Woody Woodpecker. That's what I'm getting at. So, I don't know. At least you got Eric Bauza doing the voice of Woody Woodpecker. He's always good, so could be interesting, but we'll see. All right. Also out on Hulu, we got The Greatest Hits, where Harriet, played by Lucy Bonaton, discovers certain songs can transport her back in time, while she relieves the past true romantic memories with her former boyfriend. Her time traveling interfaces with a burgeoning new love interest in the present. Now, this also stars David Cornsworth, who's obviously our new Superman. This could be interesting. It looks pretty charming. I love a good time travel based film, so hopefully this could be a good one. All right, on Max we got Brandon Melville and the Code of the Fast. The Instagram perfect image of Brandon Melville hides a toxic work culture of discrimination against race and size epidemic to the fast fashion. So that could be interesting to check out. All right, we also got a couple of other documentaries coming out this week. Like we got Resistance, The Fought Back, where which is described as a passionate refutation of one of society's misunderstanding of the Holocaust, one which hosts that Jews went to their deaths passively as a sheep to a slaughter. The film instead focuses on Jewish communities and individuals through Eastern Europe who bravely rose up in the resistance against the all-powerful Nazi war machine. Now, some of the voices in this, there's actually narrators mostly in this, including the likes of Glee's Diane Agron, Corey Stowe from who was just in the recent Ant-Man movie. It could be interesting, but the trailer I meant looked pretty looks pretty intense there. So maybe it could be a good one. All right. Also out this week, we got a movie called Ink and Linda, a new documentary film. Ink and Linda chronicles the unexpected friendship between Ink Shat, a Vietnamese American street artist in his 20s, and Linda, a white modern dance teacher in her 70s. That could be interesting, I guess. We also got Food Inc. 2, which is actually a sequel to 2008's Food Inc., so it's been a while since the first film there. Now, in Food Inc. 2, revisiting the food system and its improvements, focusing on an innovative farmers and food products working towards a healthier future. So, yeah, I remember watching the first Food Inc. Not a bad little documentary. Really show like how foods are really made, and the bacteria that could be in foods. I mean, people pretty much saying like this could actually ruin foods the way let's say blackfish ruin SeaWorld food and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway. Alright. Also out this week, on VOD we got a movie titled Wes is Dying, which stars Mark Duplass and D. Aussie Carden. After learning their best friend is dying, filmmakers Parker and Devin document their journey to see Wes one last time, or in the name of Hollywood success. I always like Mark Duplass, so could be cool, I guess. We also got a Canadian film titled Northern of Norma. After being raised in the wilderness, a teenage girl moves into the city, hoping for a normal life with anything but normal mother. Now you also got Robert Carlyle, Sarah Gadon, James D. Aussie. Looks like very interesting little film here. All right, we also got a movie titled Becky, which not to be confused with that horror film Becky, the one with that had Kevin James in it, and the one that was like the young female John Wick. Not to be confused with that. This is a different Becky film. This actually looks a little bit like that movie Karen that got released a couple years ago. But here's what it's about: a beautiful but dangerous woman becomes obsessed with a happily married man in the neighborhood and wreaks havoc in every aspect of the couple's life. And I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty terrible. I mean, nothing about this really piques my interest. It looks like a really terrible Lifetime film. So yeah, not all that interested in that one. All right, we also got a film titled A Forgotten Man. This takes place in May 1945 after the surrender of Nazi Germany. Heinrich Zaugard, Swiss ambassador in Berlin, is ordered back home. Soon he gets caught up in the past in his past decisions. That could be interesting to check out. Now we also got a couple of horror stuff out this week. Like we got not many horror movies out this week, to be honest here, but we do got Sting, which is a spider horror film. So for your arachnophobia fans, that's gonna be something. It's where Charlotte, a rebellious 12-year-old girl, finds a tiny spider in her rundown apartment building. She keeps it in a jar, but it soon starts growing a monstrous rate and develop an insatiable appetite for blood. So yeah, the trailer for this looks pretty creepy. I mean, who doesn't love a good spider horror film? So could be cool to check out. All right. We also got a film titled Arcadian, which stars Nicolas Cage and takes place in the near future on a decimated Earth. Paul and his twin sons find tranquility by day, but terror by night when ferocious creatures awaken and consume all living all living souls in their paths. When Pa is nearly killed, the boys come up with a desperate plan for survival, using everything their father taught them to keep them alive. And the trailer for this looks pretty creepy here. You got Nicolas Cage, who's always great. So this could be interesting to want to check out. All right, we also got a film titled The Long Game, which takes place in 1955, where five young Mexican American cadets are determined to learn how to play and create their own golf course in the middle of South Texas desert. You got the likes of Dennis Quaid, Janice Hernandez, Cheech Marin. I saw the preview for this. This looks like an interesting little like a sport film. Heard some pretty positive things about it, so could be an interesting one to check out there. All right. We also got a film titled "The Absence of Eden." An ICE agent struggling with the moral dilemmas of border security and an undocumented woman fighting to escape a ruthless cartel cross paths. Now, this stars the likes of Zoe Saldana, Andrea Jonah, Garrett Hedlund. Looks like an interesting film to check out. Zoe Saldana looks terrific in this. Like, really nice to see her branching out and doing more dramatic territories and all. And this could be an interesting one to say. All right, we also got a film titled Unsinkable, which actually takes place like during the aftermath of the Titanic. Now, it tells the reviving journey of Senator William Alden Smith and undercover journalist Elaine Ricard as they investigate the aftermath of the most impactful maritime disaster in history, which is the Titanic. I mean, this is interesting because we don't really see many films about like the aftermath. Like, obviously, we've seen movies about Titanics before. Obviously, the James Cameron classic, but we never really seen like stories that took place during the aftermath. So this could be an interesting one to check out here. You got Fiona Dorff is also in this, who I love on the show Chucky. So, her in anything I'll probably watch. You got Karen Allen, of course, best known for Marin in the Indiana Jones franchise. So cool seeing her in there. So I know this could be interesting to check out, but we'll see. All right. We also got a film called Stress Position. During the early months of the pandemic in Brooklyn, a Moroccan American young man named Balua recovers a broken leg while quarantining with his uncle Terry. And the trailer for this looks like an interesting one. Looks pretty funny here. You got John Hurley, who's a pretty funny actor there too, so could be interesting. All right, we also got a film titled Sweet Dreams, which stars Johnny Knoxville, and who plays like this man named Morris, who is forced to enter a rehab, but he struggles to confront the wreckage of his life. But when the house goes up for auction, he reluctantly agrees to coach their misfit softball team of recovering addicts to win a crash prize and prove everyone, despite their past, can hit a home run. Now, you of course got Bobby Lee's also in this, Kate Upton, Jay Moore. I mean, this is also a very different Johnny Knoxville role too, because also when you think of Johnny Knoxville, you always think of comedy, or this is more like a serious tone. So it could be interesting to see here. I mean, who Knoxville, All right. We also got a film titled Leroy, Texas, where a depressed man who plans to kill himself, but his plans suddenly change when a stranger mistakes him for a low rent hitman. Desperate to earn a little respect, he decides to pay the part of a hired gun. However, when when the supposedly simple plan begins to unravel, he recruits a private investigator to help him escape from an actual killer and make it out alive. Now, this features the likes of Steve Zahn, John Margario, Jared Harris. This actually does look really intriguing here. I mean, Steve Zahn, I've always been a fan for years. Always nice to see him popping up and stuff. So this could be an interesting one to say. All right, we also got a film titled Pure O. An aspiring screenwriter musician grapples with Pure O, a lesser known form of OCD, while juggling his recent engagement and his day job at a high-end drug rehab center in Malibu, California. That could be interesting to check out. We also got a film titled In Flames, where after the death of the family patriarch, A mother and daughter, voracious existence is ripped apart. They find strength in each other in order to survive the Melvian forces that drains to engulf them. Now that could be an interesting one to check out too. We also got film titled Damage, which stars Samuel L. Jackson, as well as Vincent Cassell, Laura Haddock, and John Hannah. When a sadistic murder surfaces in Scotland, terrified local authorities call on a Chicago detective who investigated a killing spree with the same horrific pattern 5 years earlier. To be honest, I'm getting a little bit of like a Silence of the Lambs or Seven vibe here. I mean, definitely feels like that type of story there. So yeah, of course you got Samuel Jackson, who very odd seeing like interested seeing him do like a home video based film here. So could be cool, I guess. But I don't know, could be interesting to check out. But the trailer didn't really do anything for me to be honest here. So anyway, now the series premiering today or this week, I should say. We got the Challenge All Star Season 4 coming to Paramount Plus, which I don't really watch, but we got Fallout, which actually premiered today. I totally forgot about that. I really got to get on that. Of course, this is based on the very popular hit video game series starring Walter Goggins, Ella Purnell, Kyle MacLachlan. I'm interested to check the series out when I get a chance to. We got Tyler Perry's Bros. Season 4 coming to BET Plus. Of course, this is actually the spin-off of his show Sisters, which I never seen, but it does have its fans. We got Good Times coming to Netflix, which this is getting a lot of hate. Like before the show even premieres, it's getting tons of hate. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought the previews looked pretty interesting. Now, this is an edgy and innovative reimagining of the TV classic. A new generation of Evans family keeps their heads above water in Chicago housing project, and I mean, for one, the characters are totally different. Like the characters aren't playing JJ, Dynamite Evans or anything like that. They're playing different characters, like a new generation of Evans. But people, I mean, I feel like if this was called something else, maybe we'll get more praise. But yeah, anyway. All right, we also got coming to Paramount Plus is another animated show, which is of course the Dora the Explorer animated show, Dora, where like a reboot of the original series. The series follows the adventures of Dora and her monkey friend Boots as they go on an epic adventure in the rainforest. So of course this is more like a CG, like very CGI there. Animations. I mean, interesting. Computer generation there. I mean, listen, bro, I don't really watch other than the last like that Dora live action movie. Listen, bro, I don't really watch Dora anymore. So yeah, but hey, if you guys like Dora, if your kids like Dora, good news, Dora's coming back this week. All right. We also got the Benjamin Franklin series called Franklin, starring Michael Douglas, and it depicts the 8 years of Benjamin Franklin spent in France to convince the country to underwrite America's democracy. That does look really cool. Of course, you got Michael Douglas is always great. Noah Jupe. I mean, this could be an interesting series to check out. Now, not to HBO, but it is coming to Max as well. We actually do got the Sympathizer. This is actually coming to HBO this week and obviously Max. Of course, this stars Robert Downey Jr. here. I mean, this definitely looks like it could be really interesting to check out. And last but not least, on Paramount Plus, we got the 100th Billy Joe at Madison Square Garden, the greatest arena run of all time. Of course, this is Billy Joe's concert film and all. I've never seen him in concert because concerts are not what you call cheap. But Billy Joe, I've always heard he could pull out he could sell out a show perfectly. And yeah, every time I pass by Madison Square Garden, I always see lots of Billy Joe based stuff. And also, yeah, I don't know. This could be interesting to check out. I mean, I'm sure I like these concerts film because hey, if poor guys like me can't go to concerts, at least we could see a concert on a screen. So I really hope they actually continue doing more of this stuff. To be honest, but anyway, that's pretty much it. There, let me lead you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested for? Are you interested in Civil War, Don't Tell Mom the Baser is Dead, Sasquatch Sunset, Good Times? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Zion.